Welcome back to the Coins and Connections podcast, where we explore all things books, business, and bullshit. My favorite bees. I'm your host, the fairy coin mother, Cinquanta Cox-Smith of www.cinquantacoxsmith.com. Now let's get into today's episode. Hey guys, welcome back to season 5 of the Coins and Connections podcast, episode 1. I would like to know, first and foremost, have y'all been getting paid? And I'm not talking about being stimulated. Like just being paid for doing what you love. Being yourself. And are you getting paid in peace? Because that's the real coin talk. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. And we got a new intro and a new outro. You already know how I'm coming. And every season, it gets better. I am here, and it's going to be a great season. I'll be adding in this tiny segment, like a commercial, but it's going to be called Let's Explore That Niche, where I will quickly give you all a niche or a sub-niche or a mashup of niches to explore. Especially if you have a general store in your Redbubble merch or KDP business, and that'll allow you to explore something different, not necessarily trending, but low competition, or just getting to the big money. So as always, I change out the podcast graphics over on Instagram as well. And each season, I publish the episodes on YouTube. And I think those are some of the biggest changes that will be going on in season 5 that I haven't talked about yet. I am excited about this episode because we'll be talking about trademark. It's a huge topic. I'm excited to be back on the mic with you guys. I have upgraded my equipment, so I hope this volume and everything is coming through live and clear, like I'm in the studio, cause your girl is out here trying to be great. Thanks to everyone who supports the podcast where I'm able to upgrade my equipment. Thank you guys for listening, sharing, and telling somebody else about it. I truly appreciate it. But you know what time it is. It's time for our rapid fire questions of the day. The rapid fire questions of the day goes as follows. So if you were a vegetable, what vegetable would you be? And I'm a little spicy, so I might be a pepper. I might be the red, the green, the yellow, and the orange pepper. I'm coming through peppery and spicy, okay? And then the second question is, if you woke up tomorrow as an animal, what animal would you choose to be and why? Let's see. I would probably be a cheetah. Just because I think they're one of the fastest animals in the jungle. I love the print. I feel like they're real sleek and smooth and sly. Okay, not that I'm slick and sly, but I can be. And I really think they're smart. I think they're one of the smartest animals. So I would be fast, smart, and slick, and I'll pounce on you. Okay, just like Nala said. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the rapid fire question of the day. Talk this over with your friends. Tag me in your stories if you decide to ask your audience this question as well. Y'all, because I gotta talk my shit. I am not a lawyer. I am not here to give you legal advice. Okay, let's get that out the way. I'm here to give my little 2 cents on trademarking every design and how people feel like it's so easy. How sway. Why I'm not trademarking every design I come up with. Point blank, period, it costs $250 to trademark a design or a word mark. Every single design. That's over 500 different designs. Let me do the math. Let me grab my phone real quick. I got over 500 designs times $250 a pop. Baby, that's $125,000. Who got that? Not me. I want to be rich, but I don't want to be I don't want to spend all my money on trademarking. I want people to stop stealing. It's simple, okay? And on top of a trademark costing $250, you have to do your research and make sure you're choosing the correct class. You have to make sure inside the class that you're choosing the right product. So t-shirts are class 25, But if you really want to be protected and respected, you have to trademark it for like t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, sweatshirts, leggings, bonnets, anything you could think of that falls into that clothing line, joggers, masks. You have to trademark it for all of that. And if you don't, somebody gonna come and try to snatch it and say, oh, you didn't trademark it for t-shirt, so I did. And then that's how things get fucked up, basically. And it also takes anywhere from 3 to 7 months to be registered. So you can use your TM because it's the intent for you to register your mark. But until it is legally with the aura behind it, it's not registered. And it's not, I'm not going to, it doesn't hold weight. But a lot of people be like, oh, it's still pending. I'm going to still use this. Now I have so many stories about trademarking nightwears and then just so many foul stuff that are happening. But I really want y'all to stop telling people, oh, trademark it so people stop copying your designs. And stop saying unless it's trademarked, there's nothing you can do. Because there's absolutely lots of things that you can do. But I also want to tell y'all about a story about how people give two shits about you and how trifling entrepreneurship is. Okay, let's get into this. There is a guy who will remain nameless, but if you want to do your research, all you have to do is do a little Google search, and he trademarked Protect Black Women for t-shirts, right? He has only produced designs on a handbag, and his whole brand has only had another saying, Protect Black People. He started using Protect Black People in June of 2020. And this is when shit went haywire with the protests and George Floyd thing, and everyone was looking to create something. It became the thing to do. Now, let me give you some backstory. I went into the Protect Black Women design with Elandia Harden of Elon Wick Candle Co. in March of 2019. We did it for Women's History Month, where I also gave $100 away to a Black woman owned business. And what they had to do was they had to buy the Protect Black Women candle from my company, and they also had to buy the Protect Black Woman shirt from my company. And this was the only way that they would be entered into that raffle. So that is how we started. And then the following year, she was like, she hit me up and she was like, hey, let's do Protect Black Men. And I was like, all right, that's dope. In February of 2020, we did Protect Black Men. The riots started happening again because of the death of George Floyd. And like I said, everyone wanted to scream, Protect Black women, protect Black men. And it really started in May during quarantine. My shirt sales went bananas for these shirts. Now, let me tell y'all this. These shirts weren't flying off the shelf before that. For a whole year, these shirts weren't flying off the shelf. And hardly, there were not even that many people buying the Protect Black Men shirt. When the riot started, I was approached to do an ally shirt where it says silence is not consent or silence is consent. Like I did both of these versions and those shirts flew off the I was making so many of these shirts. Now, mind you, my business has been around for some years now. We working on 5 years. And those shirts were not moving like that for that whole 2 years or a year or whatever that we've been doing it. It became a cash cow. And I'm going to tell you this. It came a cash cow for men, not for women. Okay? No one cared that much about the phrase in 2019. Like I said, our sales were low on the products, but as soon as the riots happened, we were bombarded with sales and allies wanting to purchase. I, myself, owner of Coins and Connections, I continue to donate the profits from the sales. My exact design style has been knocked off so many times, and I'm fucking tired.
Explore that niche.
Explore that niche. We have bridal niche. Let's say the bride is a doctor, right? You can do a fun play on this, like Dr. Bride, or the letter I on the shirt can be a medical tool or a ring. You can even go in as far as doing the eye chart design and include the words bride or Dr. Bride in a unique way. The biggest slap in the face is when people tell others that imitation is a form of flattery. Shut the fuck up. No, it's not. It's wrong. There should be no tolerance for it. All the people who say my designs on Pinterest boards that say t-shirt making or design ideas, go to hell, okay? Go to hell and some flaming draws, all right? Because that's stealing. Because what you're going to do is you're going to take your Cricut and your silhouette and your heat press or your little Cricut thing. You're going to take my design. You're going to go on the font to find out what font I use. You're going to recreate my design and then you're going to cut it out and you're going to press it. And you're going to be like, oh, look what I made. You didn't make it. You stole it. That's the same shit. And then when people bring designs to other designers, we do not like to recreate other people's designs. Y'all think because it's out on the internet, you can create it. Now, it's different when you recreate it and it's for you personally. But what happens is y'all go recreate it and your friend and your cousin and your auntie and everybody at work said, oh my gosh, I love that shirt. This is where shit gets tricky because you say, oh, I can make it for you. So you stole the design, you made it for yourself. Cool, but not cool. Then you go make a profit off of our design and you sell it to your auntie and your cousin and down the street neighbor. That's when it really becomes a problem because now you're profiting off of something that I created, all right? I'm not flattered. I'm annoyed. I'm frustrated over the lack of creativity of people. I have, and I do understand that the industry is ruthless. I've seen it and heard it and dealt with it firsthand. Stop saying trademark every time someone says someone stole the design or even copyright. I know so many people who didn't get a trademark right away for brands that are huge. And even though people have trademarks, it does not stop someone from copying your designs. People say my designs, like I said, off Pinterest onto boards. And 9 times out of 10, like I said, they're going to make the shirt. Beyonce, as big as she is, copies. Allegedly. And people damn sure be infringing on her stuff. So it doesn't matter how small or big you are, people steal, lie, and kill, period. Okay? No one is exempt from when we vent. Let us vent. Because no matter what, it stings when your hard work or your unique concepts are copied. And I got into it with a man because he basically used the same fonts on my design and had the nerve to have his little raggedy ass wife in my DMs. Then she blocked me talking about be careful how you treading before I tell a person who got the trademark to come get you. And I'm thinking, bitch, but your husband got the same motherfucking shirt with the same words. If you tell on me, I'm gonna need you to tell on him too. That makes no sense to me. Like none. And I can see when he started selling the design, which is in June of 2020. But I had to once again defend myself over some bullshit. And then to a man who still said, I'm protecting Black women. But yet, you want to go toe to toe with me, but you protecting Black women. That's the real conversation we need to have. We need to have the conversation about the men consistently profiting off women, but still disrespecting the Black woman. Okay? Now, what else is going on in my Cynthia Bailey voice? This segment is called Q Money Bag Thought of the Week. So we are here with the Q Money Bag Thought of the Week, and I did some self-care on my break. Every 6th of the month, I started celebrating my birthday, and that is either me doing like massages or therapy or whatever. I did have to find a new therapist. I was not gelling with the old one before. I like the new one. It's only been one session, but I really like her energy. She's very fun. She gets me. I love her perspective on things. But I did palm reading for the first time in my life, and I was really wowed. I was blown away. Super accurate reading, in my opinion, but I was also very open to the process and open to understand. Like, I was so wild that I really didn't have any questions. Like, she was like, you got questions? I was like, not really. Like, you just read me for filth. You snatched my edges, ma'am. When can I book again? That's how good my reading was. And I really love that I had a really positive first experience. And shout out to my girl, Gabby. we talk about these things, and she's someone that I look to for anything about crystals and rituals and chakras. And we talked about palm reading and just like aura and human design. We talk about all of these things, and it really unites us in our friendship because we're big on like horoscopes and zodiacs and things like that. I was super excited about doing the palm reading. So I was like, yeah, which service I should book, and I asked her, and then afterwards I called her and we just like girl talk, and she was just super excited and ecstatic for me that I had a really good reading. And I'm excited to do it again. There was so many revelations in the reading that did help me. Uh, and then also therapy is always good for me because I get an outside perspective, especially when I'm going through things. I work through a lot of difficult things already, but I'm in a place where I need maintaining. Like things and situations arrive where maybe my husband can't help me through it, and maybe a friend can't help me through it. I need someone with a fresh perspective who does not know a lot about my life to help me guide through it, talk through it, and then maybe see things from a different perspective. And I really think that therapy is really good for that. To just talk to someone with an unbiased opinion, but also you can have a revelation and then taking advice or little specks of things that someone will tell you or help you with is really good in my opinion. So if you haven't been to therapy yet, I truly suggest that you go, okay? And get your life. Even if you go once a month, maybe you need a little upkeep and maybe you need a little vent session or something. Shout out to Gabby for that because I think she does have her vent sessions as well. I'm not sure, but y'all can check her out at GabrielleMorton.com. And shout out to my girl. I be putting my sisters on. And also make sure y'all go check out Elon Wick Candle Co. to get your candles because I'm really proud of my girl. She was in the Home Depot box for Black History Month. She has so many amazing things coming up, and I'm just so in awe of her strength and just of all the amazing things and barriers she keeps breaking down. So these are amazing woman-owned businesses. I'm proud of myself. Let me go ahead and pat myself on the back because your girl be out here working. And I took this 4-week break and I made shit happen. Like I'm always in awe of what I did, but I'm super excited that I got to spend more time with my family. We've been cooking and just relaxing, enjoying each other. I've been decorating my house and all this good stuff. But I have made my office my home. It's really cozy. I enjoy it. It's the best place in the house for me right now. Y'all gonna have to pry me from this chair. But I'm just excited about this production that I got going on, using some new software and got my pop filter and my mic set up and my stand and things like that. I am trying my best to bring quality. It takes some time, but after the 100 episode, I was like, wow. If I can do 100, I can do 200, and it's up. If it's up, then it's stuck, okay? If it's up, then it's stuck. Ooh, and it's up, then it's stuck. Ah. So that's kind of pretty much all I got for y'all today. Until next time.
Hey guys, today I'm here to talk about Printful. So Printful is an on-demand order fulfillment and warehousing service that fulfills and ships products including clothing, accessories, and home and living items for online businesses. So if you've been following along on my YouTube channel or here on my podcast, you've heard me talk about print on demand and you heard me talk about Printful. I enjoy Printful and I call it my #1 source for print on demand, fulfillment, and shipping. They're awesome with their customer service and I recommend them to anyone who wants to start shipping products with no startup costs. It's free to use and I love just getting my samples in the mail. I love seeing my customers super excited about the quality of their t-shirts and other items. So if you want to go ahead and join Printful, visit bit.ly/PrintfulCC to sign up. Thank you so much for listening and subscribing to the Coins and Connections podcast. Don't forget to leave a review and join the conversation over on Facebook and Instagram using the hashtag Coins and Connections. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Cinquanta Cox-Smith and at Coins and Connections. You can shop all merch at www.coinsandconnections.com. I love you more than I love this podcast. Peace.